Hi, my name is Catherine Sasanov, and I was the grateful recipient of an April 2016 Robert and Charlotte Barron Creative Artist Fellowship at the American Antiquarian Society. And while I was in residence that month, I was doing research for my fourth book of poems. The working title is Marked Y, Archives and Invocations, and it has to do with an enslaved woman who was sent from Barbados to Kittery, Maine, to be sold on consignment by the merchants, the William Pepperells, in 1719. And a good part of my research, I was finding whatever traces I could of her in the archive, but I was also looking at the materials that bound her to the page. Iron gall ink, clothing made of beaten rags, other materials. But also during that residency, towards the end, one of the archivists, Ashley Cataldo, told me about a set of letters by the Barbadian-born merchant Hugh Hall, who also dealt in slaves, and she thought I might want to look at it. And while it didn't pertain completely to that project, there was an image that carried with me, and it recently turned up in a current piece of work, which I thought I'd read today, especially since this is the 245th anniversary of the ride of Paul Revere. This poem, and I should say, just so you have some sense of this detail, this came out of a story Hugh Hall told to a friend about being on a ship coming to Boston, and he was with a colleague who he had a young enslaved boy who'd never been in the cold and became afraid by something he saw, which they both thought was hilarious. And I think that'll be self-explanatory in the poem. Snow Globe, April 18th, 1775. Revere Speaks. In an atmosphere deadly to pets when licked off their fur, how'd I get trapped in this late spring storm? Stripped of all landscape, frozen on my horse, enduring every bored tourist's shaken squall. Bone chips, porcelain bits, sawdust, sand, gold foil, soap flakes, a flurry of plastic. The secret of the snow globe, whatever slows snow's descent. On cold breath I wait, breathing hard. It reminds me, did you hear the one about the child thinking a fire kindled in his mouth? He runs to his master, showing him the smoke. What ends in tears through smears of fingerprints, the world forever viewed through oily whorls. That master fed a deeper fire with his slab. Did that child grow into the hanged man forever marking my road? Who'll build a dome big enough for us both? For two British soldiers, their horses, moonlight, and a tree. The horse beneath me, already exhausted. The horse beneath me, already extinct.